I grind out the camo pattern so you don't have to. Unless you want to, then by all means go for it. What's up, everybody? I'm James. Welcome to Mechanical Mayhem, and welcome to another chassis slash camo pattern showcase. This is where I take a look at one particular mech chassis. We go over how you can utilize it in the game. So if it's a standard battle mech, we'll look at all the variants, and if it's an Omni mech, we'll see all the different Omnipod sets. And then after doing that, we will take a look at the unique kind of hero camo pattern for the particular mech in question. We're in the Smoke Jaguar campaign, but that's okay because you can do this in either campaign if you wanted to. This is going to be the Hunchback 2Cs episode. This is a standard battle mech, and it's a medium. So we looked at the Jenner 2C, which was a light, and now we have the Hunchback 2C. You'll notice the 2C moniker is put after a Inner Sphere mech that has been reborn as a clan mech. The clans are, after all, descendants of the Star League. So when they went into exile, they had a lot of standard battle mechs that we would know of in the Inner Sphere as a part of their armory, more or less, and a lot of schematics. So particularly favorable ones for different reasons would be turned into 2C variants once we started getting clan tech and everything else going on in the clan homeworlds. Anyways, enough rambling on. Let's take a look at this particular Hunchback 2C. This is the Hunchback 2C-A. Now, the 2C-A is an all-energy variant, so surprise, surprise, I like it. But it's a standard battle mech, meaning we only can have this as our stock, as you saw, and then variants. We can't mix and match like we can with Omni-mechs. So that is the trade-off for them being pretty economically efficient in terms of cost. In any case, what we have here is the 2C-A, which means we have energy everywhere. So the center torso has two ER medium lasers. The right torso and the left torso will have one ER large laser each and two medium pulse lasers each. And that is going to round out the war gear on the Hunchback 2C-A. It also has jump jets to help it get around town. Not the most heavily armored of a medium mech, but typically what you're going to notice with the Hunchback 2C is that firepower is at the forefront. So that is the 2C-A. So let's take a look at the marketplace, considering, like I said, you have to unlock each one individually to look at the rest of the Hunchback 2Cs. Now you'll notice that their merit point cost is actually pretty efficient, as is their Kerenskis, because they are considered to be second line style mechs, these standard battle mechs. In any case, let's take a look at the Hunchback 2C, the one that started it all, you could say. This thing has two Ultra Autocannon 20s. Yes, two. Take the standard Hunchback and double it. And then on top of that, it has two ER medium lasers plus the jump jets. Not a lot of armor at all. These things are glass cannons, typically, the Hunchback 2Cs. The whole idea about them is to bum rush the enemy with some speed and more so jump jet maneuverability, get up close, and then just unleash your Ultra Autocannon 20s. Funnily enough, this has made them sort of popular for trial of positions for fresh warriors out of training, out of Civco training, because in order to be a warrior of the clan, you gotta down one opponent. And so the idea with the Hunchback 2C is to just maneuver yourself as best you can, get up close, and absolutely relentlessly fire on your opponent until you take them down. With that long-windedness out of the way, we saw the Hunchback 2C-A, so let's take a look at the Hunchback 2C-B. This is changing out autocannons for missiles, basically. We have two medium pulse lasers. Those will be in your center torso. Typically, if it has two lasers, they'll be in the center torso. I say typically because I'm about to break that rule with the final two variants. But with that said, each side torso is going to have two Streak SRM6s to give us the four Streak SRM6s. So it has some lock-on time, but that's also still really good punch up close. And the jump jets, don't forget that. And a little bit of armor. The Hunchback 2C-C downgrades the Ultra Autocannon 20s for some Ultra Autocannon 10s. Two of them, and gives us 4 ER medium lasers. 2 will be on the center torso as per normal, and the other 2 will be in the arms, which is not the typical thing. But yeah, we have a bit more ammo, we have a little bit more firepower in the form of medium lasers, and we still have those jump jets, of course. And then lastly in MechWarrior 5 clans is the hero variant, the Hunchback 2C-DW, the Death Wish. This has 1 Ultra Autocannon 20, 1 ER PPC, and 4 ER Medium Lasers. The ER Medium Lasers are in the arms, the ER PPC is in the side torso, and the Ultra Autocannon 20 is in the other side torso. This is still a glass cannon, but an interesting breakdown of equipment for sure. And some range variants. We're not just in the medium to short range territory. So that's pretty cool. And that will be your Hunchback 2Cs. Smoke Jaguar actually liked these mechs for their kind of like last ditch units, and also when they did get up close and personal, they basically rang every enemy's bell. They were very capable, if a little bit reckless of a mech to make use of for sure. Anyways, with that said, when it comes to camo patterns, this thing looks pretty good no matter what you put on it, right? The mechs tend to do that. But we're here to see its hero pattern, as we know what it's called, the Death Wish, because of the variant DW. Now, with that said, it is definitely, as we see here, a little, I don't want to say jarring, but I do, but not jarring for the reasons you might think. I kind of actually like it, but it was definitely not what I was expecting. I'm pretty sure this is in MechWarrior Online, or at least something called this, and I thought it looked different, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I actually seen MechWarrior Online's hero variant stuff for some of these mechs. So I just was not expecting quite a bright vibrancy to the Death Wish, which I guess works. And it is definitely going to get your attention, which also works with the name and the theming structure. In any case, though, it is not a bad-looking pattern at all. I think I like it more so than the General 2Cs, personally. And just like pretty much most of the camo patterns outside of like one in the game so far, you can mess with the colors of things if you wanted to spice things up. If you liked it but just wanted to change it up. Again, hero camo patterns are only usable on their respective chassis, unfortunately. But in any case, that is the Hunchback 2C. I like the 2C-A because I'm all about energy, but this is a pretty iconic looking mech. It's the Hunchback on steroids, more or less, right? The clan said, that's cool, but watch what we can do with technology of ours and with reckless abandon on our side, and the Hunchback 2C was born. What are your thoughts on this mech chassis and on this camo pattern? Will you be going for it? Have you gotten it already? Let me know in the comment section. And while you're down there, consider alpha striking that subscribe button so you can be part of future conversations more easily and help me combat the algorithm. I don't like saying it because you say it, you see this being said all the time, but I feel like if I don't say it, am I even YouTubing right? So there you go. Consider doing that, or don't. I'm not your star commander, but definitely share your thoughts in the comment section. And until next time, take care.